Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So, ESNews, Ellie Setback, he was doing an interview with David Benavidez. He asked him a question, and David gave him an answer that he was not expecting to hear.
You're one of the most exciting fighters in boxing. In your opinion, who are you excited to watch?
I'm excited to watch Gervonta and Devin Haney.
Why?
They're the best fighters right now in this sport at this game tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see that.
See, guys, whenever you talk to someone, especially a professional boxer that does not have a personal agenda, you will usually get the whole truth. It's usually only from the non-black race fans that you get propaganda. And you'll usually hear people like Ellie Setback repeating every single thing that those race fans say on the internet. Ellie is one of the most racist members of old media that always seems to despise the black fighters that are all the way at the top of the sport, from Floyd Mayweather to Terrence Crawford to Devin Haney. Now, he often tries to use Gervonta Tank Davis as his black card to diss all the other black fighters. You see, he can't diss Gervonta because Gervonta Tank Davis is a big fan of Ellie Setbacks. After Showtime started to call Gervonta Tank Davis the face of boxing over Canelo Alvarez, Ellie, he still refused to call Davis the face of boxing. Instead, he would just say everybody is now in the face of boxing because he couldn't stand to say that a black fighter was the face of boxing over Canelo Alvarez. And keep in mind, guys, even David Benavidez himself used to say that Canelo is the face of boxing. And that was while David was calling out Canelo. But before Canelo Alvarez's dissension, Ellie would always call Canelo the face of boxing. And Canelo doesn't even give him exclusive interviews. But Gervonta Tank Davis does, and he has never called Gervonta the face of boxing. Ellie being quote-unquote cool with Gervonta is no different than a racist Korean liquor store working in a black neighborhood. Sure, they're willing to make money off of black folks, but that doesn't mean they like them. And that is Ellie to a T, because Ellie has been trashing completely, once again, dissing Devin Haney and Crawford, but then all of a sudden, he still tries to show up at their events. Matter of fact, he just recently tried to show up at a Devin Haney event and he got kicked out. Devin Haney told him he cannot record. And do you guys know Ellie, he told the Haneys after they said that he was hurt. He said, "Man, I'm hurt. I've been recording you since you were a kid." He tells Devin Haney his feelings is hurt after he's been saying things like this about Haney. This is what he said to a former Devin Haney sparring partner who knows Devin Haney very well in the ring.
It's like more confident where he's at than himself. And a lot of people think Prograis is going to walk over him. I'm not taking anything from Prograis, but I think Haney's going to win that
Security check. Haney looks terrified when he fights. He looks scared and uncomfortable. He doesn't look, what do you say, confident?
I feel like he's more confident in where he's at, because I'm surprised he took the fight. He took the fight. You think he would take the fight if he thought he was going to lose that fight?
Well, he wants a shortcut to the belt.
I think he wins that fight.
We'll see.
I think he wins that fight unanimous decision.
I think Regis stops him, but we'll see. But what? Yeah, Regis has power.
No, he does. I get it, but
you start Haney. Where do you rate his power, honestly?
He got good speed. It's
okay,
big.
You did not answer about the power. You said the speed.
But
he can't crack a neck, right?
Look, if in 8-ounce gloves and he hits you with something, like maybe it's not going to knock you out.
He's a 122 pounder. Regis is strong. I don't know. It's a great fight. I'm excited for it. December 9. What do you think happens in the fight? You said Haney by...
I think Haney wins unanimous decision. Or I think Haney wins, for sure.
So, by the way, guys, this photo that you guys are looking at right here, this is a photo of Ellie Setback after Devin Haney beat Regis Prograis, still trying to make money off of Devin Haney as you see him recording. Speaking of Ellie making his money, he found a way to still make money off of that Haney versus Regis Prograis fight because he ended up covering Regis Prograis at his camp. And you see, there's a difference from someone rooting for someone and just rooting against someone particular. Meaning, Ellie was never a fan of Regis Prograis, he was just rooting against Devin Haney. In fact, this is a clip of Ellie Setback in Regis Prograis' camp, and Regis is calling Ellie a Devin hater.
Later. Did you tell your sparring partners to hug you to death during sparring?
Now look at how Regis reacts.
Partners to hug you to death during sparring, just to prepare.
As if he dismisses what he says, and he basically saying, "Man, don't nobody want to hear that stupid shit."
Just to prepare.
Man, you the biggest Devin hater. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You think that? I'm gonna up for you, but you the old Devin ass. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's what the guy who was fighting Devin Haney said to Ellie. He was recording Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford, he said, "I'm not answering no more questions until he leaves."
I'm here to have a good time, that's all. You know what I mean? I got my little ones here, you know what I mean? We've been kicking it in LA for a couple of days now. And, you know what I mean? We're enjoying ourselves and shit, man. Trying to have some fun.
They some killers on the mat, so how proud of you seeing them do their thing and like seeing the sports energy pass on to your little guys. Them being killers on the
I'm not
wrestling
saying
mat.
nothing till he moves.
And then you got TBE, Floyd Mayweather, who told Ellie Setback, "You don't even like me." This is what Floyd said when he was fighting, when Ellie was saying the same things about him that he says about Devin Haney. I mean, you just got to think about it. How often do you hear a fighter tell a reporter to his face, "You don't even like me"? So basically, what are you doing here? So he's been using the typical racial stereotypes when it comes to black boxers, calling every black dominant boxer who boxes in the ring, quote unquote, boring. A racial stereotype that was created by race fans and old media, racist old media, from the inception of the sport. I mean, in microcosm, it's their way of being the ultimate racial sore loser. If you can't beat them, insult them. They look at the most dominant black fighters as the biggest threats. At the end of the day, there's a reason why David Benavidez is saying that Devin Haney, along with Gervonta Tank Davis, is one of his favorite fighters to watch. There's a reason why he called them the most exciting. David Benavidez, he could have said Teofimo Lopez is the most exciting. He could have said Isaac Pitbull Cruz or Virgil Ortiz is the most exciting. But he said Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis because they are the most dominant in the sport of boxing. They are truly the Michael Jordans, the LeBron James in the sport of boxing today. And that's what all athletes aspire to be in every single sport. The most dominant, the best in the sport. Hell, even trainer Robert Garcia would agree with that.
Explosive speed and power, but I don't think skills-wise he's better than Haney. I don't think so.
But when you have power like that, it makes up for.
Yeah.
But Ryan's skilled too. I mean, you have to be skilled.
Sometimes you have to. You know, one punch could end the fight. One punch could end in the last minute of the fight, 12 rounds, whatever, and you could be getting your ass kicked. So having power helps a lot. But I prefer. I prefer to choose the one with skills better, because somebody with skills is so smart, so intelligent, to not allow, not avoid getting hit with one of those big power punches. But for that, I pick Haney.
Why?
Because I think Haney's not going to make those mistakes. I think Haney's going to keep his game plan in 12 rounds, never make a mistake. I think that's why I think Haney wins by decision.
And so there's no confusion, guys. Robert Garcia right there, he was actually talking about Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis. With that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with one more clip. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Public service announcement. We got a fake reporter doing fake news by the name of Ellie Setback. Not only is this scumbag doing fake news and being a culture vulture, but he's also pitting young African Americans against each other. Black brothers, brown brothers, and alike. Instead of pushing this boxing agenda forward and asking the right questions and the tough questions, he's creating dissension and division with a microphone and capitalizing on it financially, while leaving others to repatch relationships that have been built over quite some time. I say, let the fighters and the teams do the arguing, the debating, the fussing, the fighting, only to make up because they have a mutual respect for their positions. Let's not let some scumbag reporter who's never boxed a day of his life, never helped anyone in boxing. Ellie Setback is cancer to the sport. Although he might celebrate one brother here and there to save face, while he destroys another one using another one. Doesn't that sound familiar? Ellie Setback, you went the wrong one. That's my son. And he's the undisputed champion of the world. So this message tonight for you, Ellie Setback, and on your fake news and your fake reporting, you know, how you carefully use that accent that some of my brown brothers have when you say reporting.
A lot of y'all over here looking sad. Ellie, you looking like a retarded ass dude over there because you was going against me. So, you know what I mean? Write some great stories about Terrence Crawford. Don't hate on him. Don't say nothing negative. Just give me my props.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LO Key Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LODkey.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram.